Hey everyone, welcome to Race Hub Victory Lane. Shannon, Larry, Bobby, and Jamie here to break down everything from Texas Motor Speedway. Certainly Denny Hamlin was the big winner on the day, but I think there were a lot of surprise drivers that really stepped up and showed a lot out at Texas. Who was the guy that stood out to you?
Yeah, honestly, I think the top five surprised us all, but I have to go with Clint Boyer in that 14 car. Qualified 25th, was so aggravated after qualifying on Friday. Other than a 5th place finish at Atlanta back last month, about the only thing he's had to hang his hat on this year is winning Radio Sweetheart on Race Hub a couple of times. So great run for he and Michael Bugaravich, the crew chief, in that 14 car to finish second.
And I'm going to go with Erik Jones. You know, I think of Texas and you spin out and you don't hit nothing and nobody hits you and you're like, oh.
That's a win already.
That's a win already. I think I'm going to park it. But I look at what Erik did. Led a lot of laps today. You know, it's the first lap he's led all season. He finished 4th, and I thought that was a great comeback for these guys. I know he finished 3rd at Daytona, had another top 10 at Atlanta, but at the same time, for Erik to come back today after that spin, had a good top 5 run. I'm pretty impressed with that.
I'm climbing back on the Jimmie Johnson bandwagon.
Oh,
top 5.
There you go.
I thought it was good, though. I mean, not only did he run the top 5, but he won the first practice. He set on the pole. I mean, they just had all around a really good weekend. Hendrick Motorsports as a whole had a good weekend. But, you know, Jimmie led the first part of that, got back in traffic.
Laps.
Yeah, a lot of laps. Well, he got back in traffic. His car was good. They adjusted on it, and they were able to rebound and get a top 5. It's a great weekend for them.
Some other storylines today were mistakes on pit road and penalties on pit road. I mean, it was absolutely nuts down there today. And some people took to social media to talk about what they had seen, especially with the uncontrolled tire. You see, a rule is a rule, but this rule is a little too picky. Everyone's kind of saying a rule is a rule, but too picky.
Yeah, this kind of almost started 1 year ago at the Texas race, and I almost think it's something that the teams asked for. They said, draw us a line in the sand. Make it black or white. Don't make it so much of a ball and strike call. And I know some of them were borderline.
It is a judgment call.
Well,
yeah,
but
it is.
some of it is. They were borderline today, but you know what? Borderline is borderline. If a guy steps out of bounds that much running for touchdowns, it's out of bounds.
How do you measure an arm length back up in the grandstand, wherever they're watching? How do you measure that?
Well, here's the 22 car. They had uncontrolled tire, and you could see that guy was making an adjustment, and until he moved toward the tire, he could not reach the tire right there. Here's Kevin Harvick, kind of the same deal. Until he made a move toward the tire, he could not get to it. And you're going to see this right here on Denny Hamlin's right front. Yeah, the jack man went by it, but tire carrier or tire changer, I know they looked very close, but I have talked to a lot of crew chiefs, and they said, you know what, we embrace what they're doing here.
Really? What even when it is one of those things where it looks like it's so close, I mean, they're okay with that?
That nobody's complaining about it, seems like.
I think it's too picky.
I think it's too picky, too, but I think if the crew chiefs aren't complaining about it, I mean, then that's what the rule is, and they're all okay with it.
Yes, certainly something we'll continue to talk about maybe this week on NASCAR Race Hub. You can check us out weekdays, 6 p.m. We'll hear from the winner, Denny Hamlin, tomorrow.